Butterflies, welcome back to Evolving Butterfly Goddess with me, Moe Nicole. Here we are all about evolving out loud in our life, our money, and our purpose through the energy of our ancestors. I want to thank you for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes here on the channel. It is always appreciated. And a major shout out to all the channel members as well as the members over on my website. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And a major shout out to everyone who has patronized my tea and my candle company or who have purchased any of my published books. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your support, okay? Period. So this energy of what I was feeling as I was getting into this message, I was thinking of Alice in Wonderland and thinking about the cat on there, okay? And he has a lot of really good lines on there, and I don't know, it may turn into multiple videos or it may all be in this one. I don't know. I'm just gonna let the ancestors guide me. But he has a line where he says, if you don't know where you're going, then all roads will lead you there. Okay. And when you sit and think about that saying, and what it's really saying is basically saying, if you don't have a destination, then whatever you do is going to be your destination. Whatever you do is going to lead you to that place because you don't have a specific place that you seek to get to, okay? And that's not always a bad thing. It can be a bad thing if you're just walking aimlessly through life and you say you want to reach a certain thing. You got to have a plan on how you're going to get there, period. But if your plan or your goals is to literally just live and experience life, then it's better to not have plans. And this ancestor energy is giving me the vibe of making up your mind between, do you just want to enjoy life and what, you know, happens in life? What does it bring? Or do you have a plan or a goal? My ears just started ringing. Do you have a goal of where you want to get to? Because if you have a goal of where you want to get to, then you need to create a plan. You need to create a plan, because without a plan, you're just going to walk aimlessly and you just never know where you may end up. Now, neither one is bad. Neither one is bad. It's okay to walk aimlessly through life and just enjoy life if you want. And it's okay to plan out your life and where you see your life in 5, 10, 12, 15, 20 years, okay? There's nothing wrong with either one. But you need to know what side of the fence you're going to be sitting on if you want your ancestors to come in and help you in that manner, right? You can't say that you need the help of your ancestors, but they don't know what you need help with. They don't know what you need help with, what you're doing, what you're creating, right? So where are they really going to help you at? And so it's giving an energy of knowing your plan, like, and making it clear. If you don't have a plan, that's fine too. Let your ancestors know that. Like, I just want you to walk with me every step of the way. Like, whatever it is that you want and you need to make it plain and make it clear for it to happen. Okay? Period. Yeah, we're going to separate this into 2 different videos because it's another message that I got from that movie, but it's going to go in a separate video. And let me pull up that quote so that I can be 100% clear on that quote. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. So if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. Any road will take you to this unknown place because you're always going to be experiencing and exploring something that you hadn't seen before, or that you hadn't experienced before, or that you didn't even know that you wanted to experience, right? And so there are positives in not having everything just straight up planned out, right? Because you never know what you don't know. So maybe it's good to have a mixture between what you do and what you don't do. I want to go to another deck. That's why this is acting like this. Maybe it's good to work with both, to have a plan, but then have an opening in the plan for in the case of whatever is to happen. You get what I'm saying? So maybe you could just create, you know, the plan and then have space in there for the plan to change if the plan needs to change. Ace of Knives, Father of Baskets, and then the Eight of Baskets. Okay, so all these emotions and feelings and their masculine energies in here. And so for some reason, I'm going to skip this Ace of Knives. I'm going to come right back to it. But this Father of Knives, ooh, that symbol in there is standing out to me too. With this Ace of Knives. This Father of Baskets energy is giving like a masculine energy that's balanced with emotions. So balanced emotionally, mentally, and physically. The Father of Baskets, when it's in the upright, always gives me this sense of emotional intelligence, okay? And then the Eight of Baskets, though, in this deck, it's a man that's being banished away from a home. He's not allowed to enter, and a banishment spell has been casted, and he is blocked from entering this home. And then having this Ace of Knives here, it's giving a sense of, if you leave your path open, right, which gives you this Father of Baskets energy, this emotional intelligence, you being okay with going with the flow, you being okay with not knowing what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, who's going to show up, who's not going to show up, and allowing things to be. But this Eight of Baskets is letting me know that there's going to be certain places on your trip and your journey that you do not have. I'm hearing like the key card. Y'all heard the ice falling. The key card to open this up, right? So in this lifetime, if you choose the direction of going with the flow, going with whatever happens, right? Not really knowing where it's going to take you. If you go that pathway, knowing that there are going to be certain doors that you cannot open, there are going to be certain places that you're banished from, that you don't have permission to open or go into because you haven't prepared for it. Where is... Oh, I moved it over there. It's giving an energy of not being prepared for something, so not having the clearance to walk through or go into a certain space. And so you need to be okay with that, because there are some spaces where you have to have certain credentials, and that's earthly credentials, okay? Now some of them are spiritual credentials, but the spiritual credentials are all about a mindset that you have to have, a mindset that you have to be in order to open up these different doors, okay? And we're going to save that for a whole nother conversation. I know we go through that within the School of Transformation of Mindsets, and certain mindsets open up certain things, and that's this Ace of Knives energy. That's the mindset that we're talking about. The thought process. The communication, how you communicate, how you process through information in your mind, okay? All of that goes along with this Ace of Knives. So how do you view defeat? How do you view help? How do you view when things don't happen in the way that you wanted it to happen in your life? You know, how do you view or deal with these different things that happen in your life? But it's still giving me this energy with this Eight of Baskets of knowing that when you choose certain pathways in your life, there are certain doors that you do not have permission to open on the physical plane. Now, you may have the keys and understand it on the spiritual plane, who you are as a spirit, as an energy, but on the physical plane, you don't have access to it. And so you have to respect that energy on the physical plane, even if it doesn't make sense. I'm hearing this is just the makeup of life in general. The makeup of an atom, which is the smallest compound in all things. But how that small aspect of an atom can be so destructive through chain reactions. But a chain reaction stops when it's no longer being ignited. So what type of chain reaction are you creating in your life right now? There's a chain reaction that's being created right now. Five of Knives, the Father of Sticks. The chain reaction is with the words. I don't know why I'm hearing the aspect of writing a check. You know, we all heard it, writing a check that your ass can't cash. But this is giving the vibe of the chain reaction of writing checks that you can cash. But as you're continuously writing these checks, it's like more responsibility is being placed on you at the same time. So your ancestors need you to know that whatever you choose to take part in this lifetime right now, you're responsible for it. No matter how difficult it may appear to be, how it may show up to be, you're still responsible for these chain reactions that happen from whatever you bring to the light. Yeah, Three of Coins. It's definitely giving me the energy of when you're casting certain energy out, or you're responsible for some, even if you do, like, if you're into like spirit work and things of that general, know that there's a reaction to everything that you cast and do. So you have to be prepared for that reaction that may come from it. The result. We got the Two of Coins. This is an energy of juggling back and forth. I'm hearing stand on it. Whatever you are given authority to do and work over it, I'm hearing the aspect of you need to stand on that shit. Yeah, Ten of Baskets. Your ancestors are saying stand on that spiritual authority because we got your back. So don't be afraid to speak the truth. Don't be afraid to let certain things be known. That chain reaction, right? Because we gonna have your back with that reaction. We gonna have your back when the people try to pop up and say certain things to you and about you. We gonna have your back. We gonna give you the words to say. We gonna give you the master key to pass the test. You just gotta be okay with creating the journey of doing it. But you got the backup, even in those spaces with this Eight of Baskets where you may not have access to on the physical plane. It's like you still get the knowledge on the spiritual plane from your ancestors. So although you don't physically touch this information, you don't physically go to the classes, you still get the information because you are tapped in and connected for that information. Whoever this is meant to make sense for, it's going to make a lot of sense. You're going to be tapped into getting information about certain things that certain people could only get by following a certain path. you have the option of choosing a totally different pathway, not going in this direction, but still getting that same information that you would have got if you would have went that pathway, which is a longer journey, I'm hearing. Yeah, Two of Knives. A confused journey. But it's like, you're not going to be confused. Your ancestors aren't going to let you be confused. They're going to give you everything that you need. Because you got something to fulfill. Okay? You have God is pleased with my soul. Yeah, these ancestors are, yeah, they said you are not crazy. God is pleased with my soul. These ancestors are definitely going to be coming through and helping you guide through. And it's giving me a vibe because you have some ancestors who are skilled technicians in certain aspects or capacities. And so they're able to give you the information that they learned when they were in these fields. They're passing that information down to you. So although you may not practice that field or work in that field, you're still given certain information. It's like you're getting and gaining the knowledge of ancestors, you know what I'm saying, of what they've gone through and what they had to learn. This all makes sense now. It makes sense now. I was confused at first. I ain't gonna lie. I was confused at the beginning of this message. Like, what is going on? Where's the ancestors taking me? But now I get it. And it took a minute to get to this point because not everyone who clicked on this video was supposed to hear that message. You have some people who want to click on every video and they want everything to be for them. But this is for those of you all who are in tune with your intuition. You are in tune with your ancestral lineage. Your spirit guides you into certain places and rooms. Huh? Now that I said your spirit guides you and then you got journey that's coming out. Yeah, your ancestors want you to know that you're on a journey right now and they're guiding you. Yep, family room, baby. It's time for you to have a family meeting with your ancestors. 21 and 10 may come out in some kind of way or mean something to you. A lot of October energy. But this is giving, you have ancestors who are like, it's time to call a family meeting to talk about some things. They feel it's time to call a family meeting to talk about some things. You need to put some stuff on the flow. Whoo, child. I'm going to leave this one here. I got one more that I need to record tonight. But if you feel this is for you, honey, I want you to type out in the comments, put it on the flow. Put it on the flow. They said bring it to the family room and put it on the flow. But as always, always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do. Period. And as always, continue to bloom.